It is the sound of absolute finality, a piercing, agonizing cry echoing across the dark hills of Ireland. If you heard it, you knew. Someone you loved was about to die. For centuries, the Irish feared the Banshee, the fairy woman, a spectral figure with wild, unkempt hair and eyes bloodshot from weeping, who appeared at twilight to announce an impending death. But the Banshee wasn't born in the spirit world. She was born from flesh, blood, and tears. She was created from real women, whose only crime was carrying the community's grief. What real human fear created this monster? In folklore, the Banshee is the ultimate personification of grief. She was said to only wail for the 5 great Gaelic families. Her mournful cry warning them that their bloodline was about to lose a member. Sometimes she was seen as a young girl brushing her long silver hair. Other times, as an old woman washing the blood-stained clothes of the condemned in a river. But her defining feature was always her voice, a raw, unearthly lament that bypassed words and spoke directly to the terror of mortality. This wail, however, was not unique to the spirit world. For generations, the very same sound was heard at every Celtic funeral. It was a human ritual called keening. The word keening comes from the Gaelic caoinead, meaning to weep or lament. At Celtic wakes, the family would hire the Bean Caoint, the keening women. These were professional mourners, revered for their ability to channel raw, unchecked sorrow. They would stand over the corpse, swaying back and forth, tearing their hair, and emitting a rhythmic, high-pitched wail that guided the community through the stages of grief. But as the centuries progressed, Ireland changed. With the rise of the Catholic Church and the modernization of British rule, these ancient, visceral rituals began to be viewed with hostility. To the new authorities, keening was pagan, chaotic, and uncivilized. They wanted a quiet, orderly transition of death. The church began systematically banning the practice, condemning the keening women as heretics and outcasts. Driven to the margins of society, the Bean Caoint were stripped of their sacred status. Instead of revered community figures, they became outcasts. Often paid in whiskey for their exhausting work, they spent their lives consumed by other people's tragedies, physically worn down and smelling of alcohol. The community still needed them to handle the burden of grief, but they no longer wanted to look at them. So they turned them into monsters. The wild hair, the bloodshot eyes, the red cloak, the terrifying wail in the dark. These were not the features of a ghost. They were the physical reality of the marginalized keening women, worn out by a lifetime of weeping. We didn't fear a spirit in the wind. We feared the raw, unfiltered expression of our own mortality, held up to us by the women we chose to cast aside. The Banshee is not a monster that hunts us. She is a mirror. She is the memory of the Bean Caoint, preserved in folklore long after the church silenced their voices. A reminder of a time when we allowed ourselves to scream in the face of death. We created the monster in the hills to hide from the pain in our own hearts, to pretend that the wail of grief belongs only to the dead. We made the Banshee to silence the living.